Well, hello, James McNamara here with you, and it's promotion day. So I've got something really special for you today. Now, specifically, this is for big-hearted entrepreneurs who want to make a positive impact. So if that's you, through your product or your service or your education or consultancy or whatever you're putting out there, if you're really passionate about making a difference, then this video is for you. Just like one of my clients I'm working with now who excitedly said to me the other day, I want to change the face of the industry. So that's the sort of person that today's video is for. If on the other hand you want to take a Rancho Relaxo approach to your business and just tick along, no problem. No harm with doing that at all, but this video probably isn't for you if you're not passionately involved with wanting to make a positive difference. So let's get underway. What I want to talk to you about is the ability for you to speak up, stand out, and make a positive difference. And more to the point, how you can use 3 specific presentations to be able to make that happen. There I am up in the top corner there. 3 specific presentations to make that happen. Now, please understand, this is not only for people who are coaches or professional speakers. Of course, they'll get a lot out of this, but if you want to make a positive difference in your industry and you feel that, hey, I'm a bit like the best kept secret in town, then these strategies around presentations can help you stand out from the pack like you wouldn't believe. If you're not a speaker or a coach and you're listening to this video right now, just think, when have you seen someone from your industry doing leadership style presentations, i.e. presenting themselves as a leader in their field, either live or online? Which of your local competitors are doing that? They're probably not too many, and some of you are probably saying, hey, I can't think of anyone. Well, if you are the one, then you are literally going to be standing out, and you're going to be well on the path to making the positive impact that you want to make. Let me walk you through those presentations right now. So there's 3 key presentations. I'll give you a summary of them, and then I want to take you into detail on how I help people to craft and prepare those presentations. And I'll talk to you about what my program is like as well, so you can have an understanding of how I may be able to help you in your business. So the first one is a live lead generation presentation to groups. So think networking groups, think industry groups, think special interest groups, and specifically to generate leads. Right? Some people in small business think, oh, it's great for the brand to do a particular strategy. And I think you should be building a positive brand for yourself. But hang on a minute, you are a small business. You need fresh new leads in your hands that you can turn into customers and keep the cash flowing. That's incredibly important for you. So yes, you'll build a positive reputation for yourself by doing these types of presentations, but that's not enough to keep your cash flowing. We want to be able to generate the leads on the spot, and I'll teach you how to do that in a very gentle, a very authentic way, and you'll see some of my statistics in a minute in terms of making these live presentations work gangbusters for your business. An online evergreen presentation to secure appointments. You may have seen this sort of strategy before, and I'm going to go into it in detail in a moment with you. And then, of course, a virtual conversion presentation to turn those leads and appointments into paying clients. Now, this is really important because most business owners that I've seen, and I've worked with small business for a long time, since the mid-90s actually, and quite often I see business owners who go into a sales environment, i.e. converting a lead into a client, without a well structured and crafted method and process for leading the sales conversation. And when you don't lead the sales conversation, the prospect does. And what happens when the non-expert is leading the conversation? You don't really get a result out of that. So this is not about being pushy, yucky, or awful salesperson. This is about you stepping up to the plate as a leader in your field and giving absolutely the best service and advice to your would-be clients about how they can solve their problems and meet their goals. Very important part of business to get number 3 right. And if you don't get number 3 right, then all of the work done in number 1 and number 2 is wasted. Yeah. And in fact, if you get your conversion presentations right, you actually need less leads, don't you? Because you'll be converting leads at a higher rate. And as you know, the lead generation part of your business is the time-consuming part, and it's the costly part. So if we can turn more of those leads into paying clients, overall your business gets much, much better. And if you want to make that positive impact, then the only way you make that positive impact is by people becoming your client. Yeah? Because it's your service that makes that positive impact. So I hope I made that clear. 3 key presentations, and please understand you don't have to be a professional speaker or a coach to do any of these. For the last few years I've been teaching non-speakers and coaches how to do exactly this. I've been a speaker and a coach for many, many years myself, successfully used live and online presentations to generate leads and to win clients. But I know that there are many other industries out there that can use these same strategies to their benefit. And as I said before, you may well be the only one locally doing this in your niche. You're going to stand up, stand out. So live presentations. So with my program and service, I help you craft a compelling presentation that you're proud of. I'm working with a couple of people right now. They work in areas that are unrelated to me, but I'm helping them to craft the process using my 5-step presentation formula of how to deliver a presentation that encapsulates them, what they're good at, gives great valuable information to the audience, and something that these people are absolutely jumping out of their skin to go and present. Right? So that's a real part of my skill and expertise, is helping you craft that presentation, because you may have found when you are so involved with something and you've got so much expertise around something, sometimes it's hard to be able to simplify and clarify something to present it to another person who doesn't have your same level of expertise, and present that in a way that they say, wow, I need help solving that problem. Can I talk with you, please? And that's literally the result that I teach people how to get at the end of a 30-minute live presentation at a local networking group or industry group or special interest group. Let's move on. Mentoring and professional critiquing of your presentation. So I watch people's presentation and I help them to understand how they can be more centered and powerful from the front of the room, but without you losing what's uniquely them, right? You can't have someone coach you in public speaking and try and teach you to be a completely different style of person than what you are. So if you're a bit funny and quirky and that's your style, well, we need to use that in your presentations, because that's working. You're already getting clients, so let's not throw that out. But if you are more sincere and a little bit slower in the way in which you communicate, we can bring that to the fore and get that across as well, because you're better off being naturally you than unnaturally trying to be someone else, because the audience will smell it a mile away and you'll get 0 reputation building and 0 leads. Overcome your nerves and let the best you shine. This is such a breakthrough for people. Once they start to see themselves and have that personal proof that they can become in control of the nerves rather than the nerves controlling them, then all sorts of wonderful parts of their natural personality and their unique charisma begin to shine through, and they just feel so much better, like there's a new them coming out. That's really exciting from my side of the desk to watch and be part of facilitating, let me tell you. A gentle system for securing leads and securing referrals and securing more speaking opportunities. You'll love this, because you can go and speak for 30 minutes and walk away with leads in hand of people who say, yes, please, I do want to talk to you further about how you can help me. Hey, listen, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, my next-door neighbour needs help with that exact thing. I want to put you in touch. And then there's people who say, hey, you know what, I'm part of another group over here and we have guest speakers too. Can you come and speak with us? So you perpetuate the system. And I want you to think about this live presentation to generate leads as part of your marketing system. Not just a one-off opportunity that happens. This can be a regular part of your system for generating leads. You could be speaking every month or every other month at events and picking up a handful of leads each time you do it. Now that's powerful, and it's 0 cost to you. Other than your time to go and do it, there's no cost to do these things. A system for following up the leads, because the fortune literally is in the follow-up, as you know, being in business. And a system for getting booked as a speaker. You've got to get your first few bookings to get out there. I've got everything perfected for how you do that as well. And now, of course, I've said before, this is suitable for non-coaches and non-speakers. So don't think you have to be in the speaking business to do this. Don't think that I'm trying to say you're going to be out every other day doing presentations. Like I alluded to before, you might just do 6 of these presentations a year and pick up half a dozen quality leads each time you do it. What sort of a difference would that make? 30 or 40 extra quality leads a year into your business, even if you only spoke every couple of months. But then, of course, if you wanted to ramp it up from there and you said, hey, I wouldn't mind speaking every couple of weeks, more power to you. And it could be your number one source of clients for your business. Okay, let me show you a little bit about what happened for me. Now, I am in the speaking business, so I'm selling how-to training sessions and those sorts of things. But right here in Brisbane, in the local area, in just 7 weeks, I was a local guest speaker 9 times. It started out that I was booked 7 times, and I got 2 more opportunities that came off in that 7-week period. So I got a couple of opportunities in the first couple of weeks that turned into actual speaking presentations inside that 7-week period. This yielded for me, using the system that I will teach you, 59 quality leads, 22 quality referrals, 17 recommendations for more speaking engagements. Now the truth is some of that 17 will be overlaps because some people are in multiple groups, yeah? So understand that. But the 59 leads were individual leads, the 22 referrals were individual referrals. I added 80 new contacts to my list of people who gladly gave me their name, their company name, their email, their mobile number, and were willing to be on my list for further information. And all of that at 0 cost for me. And as the speaker, most time they buy your lunch or buy your breakfast anyway, so it's great. So you could do that easily in your industry. The second presentation that I want to help you craft this year to really move yourself forward and help you make that positive impact. And remember, we need the clients to make the positive impact because the positive impact is made via our product or service. So we need paying clients to fulfill our mission. So there's a 3-step online presentation. And this is evergreen, so you can send the current web traffic that you're getting to that, or you can also leverage web traffic with some paid advertising and take them to these presentations. The first is a little short presentation that welcomes people and tells people about what's in a 20-minute information presentation that you put together. That 20-minute information presentation is all about how to solve the number one problem, the number one pain in the backside of your ideal client that you help people with, yeah? And you craft that up using your expertise. And the third presentation, of course, is a thank you for that. The aim of and so what I do with this is I give you mentoring and critiquing on the design of that presentation. It's a little bit different to the live one, but we help you craft that, design that presentation, and again critiquing of you presenting that so your style comes through, because again it's different presenting in front of the camera like I am now to standing up in front of an audience. So I want to help you get through all of those differences and understand that. An automated appointment system, so at the end of your 20-minute presentation you say to people, if you'd like to know more about how we help people remove these problems, then simply click the button below to book in a time and we'll have a free strategy session with you, or a free consultation, or a free design, or a free diagnostic, or whatever works in your industry. And understand some terms will work well in one industry but not in another. So for example, in the consulting industry 20 years ago, free consultations were all the rage. Now it's a bit passé and people aren't using that term. It's morphed into a free strategy session. Seems to be the popular thing that people are saying now, and in 5 or 6 years time they'll be saying something else, of course they will. But appointment setting system. So what happens there is that the people who've watched your 20-minute presentation talking about your unique approach to solving the big problem that they have, the genuine leads say, hey, I want to talk to this company more. I actually want my problem solved. I've got to talk to these people. They will book in a appointment with you. So it'll be lower numbers, but the people that book in will be genuine. They'll be qualified because they've already watched you for 20 minutes talking about how you solve that problem and your approach to it. These are really good quality leads and they convert at a high rate. Yeah. and I'll be talking about conversion in a moment, so stick around. Your very own 3-step online funnel. So when you work with me, I set that up for you and give it, and you're the only one that's got it, right? Your unique URL with the 3-step funnel on it and all of the automations for you. That's done, right? Because I've spent a lot of time learning that stuff over the years, and it's a bit complicated, but I've sort of bit down on it and learned how to do it. But I know that, excuse me, for a lot of small business owners, it's just one thing too much to be able to try and get your head around. So let's take it out of your hands and do it for you. So I help you craft up the videos and you present the videos. I help you craft up the headlines that represent what you want to say. I help you craft up the follow-up emails. So it's all exactly right and fully representative of the way you want your business represented. And then I plug all the bits together so it works seamlessly as an automated system. It's brilliant. Systems for getting you booked as a speaker, and again, sorry, that was from the first one, but it's suitable for non-coaches and speakers as well. The beautiful thing about preparing to go and speak live, which I covered in the first point, is if you go and do that a few times, then you turn around and you go face to camera like this, you can actually almost pretend that you're speaking to a live audience because you've had the experience of doing it at networking events and so forth, and that means that your face to camera presentations can be a lot more natural because you can literally picture in your head, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm picturing in my head that I'm speaking to a business breakfast with 20 people around the table munching away on their bacon and eggs, and I'm doing my presentation. If you give yourself the opportunity to have those experiences as well, you can bring that to this online part. Yeah. A little bit of a brag post here. So for those of you who don't know about me and my training, this particular topic area of presenting to generate leads yields a 99% approval rating. So when I run these workshops live, which I'm not doing so much now because of the social distancing that seems to be all the rage and a bit uncertain as what's going to happen with the pandemic. So we're doing more and more stuff virtually. But the presentations that I run virtually and of course the live workshops receive a tremendously good feedback from people. That's because I make it practical and we step people forward. So clients that I'm working with right now, we got them through and got their presentation designed that they're happy with. The 5-step presentation formula done, they're now practicing that. We've just got their flyer done so they can reach out to groups and get booked. Then I'm going to start working them on how they're going to lead their conversion meeting, and every week a person is taking a step forward and moving forward in their business and putting these types of systems in place so they can make the positive impact that they want to make in their business. Your virtual conversion presentation. And some people say, oh, I've got to be face-to-face when I do sales with clients. Well, come on, those times have moved. Yeah. Of course, if you can, go for it, but you're going to have a situation where people are now working from home, and many organizations are allowing people to work from home more and more. If you've got to present to someone who's working from home, they're not going to have you over at their house. So you're going to be on the phone or you're going to be on Zoom, and I just really think for everyone, we can't resist that anymore. We need to be able to move with it. Now, running a virtual presentation it's more important for you to be able to have a process that you lead people through than when you are face-to-face. When you're face-to-face, you can pick up all the signals, all the body language is there, and things just tend to be able to flow and move a little bit better. That's why people love the face-to-face rather than the online. As I said, hey, it's all changed. But when you craft a process to be able to lead the client through, you can lead them through to them becoming happily involved with your product and service and becoming a paying client. And that's what you want as a small business owner. You want those paying clients so the cash is in the tin and you're not stressed and you've got money to move forward and develop other aspects of your business. So paying clients and cash, a gentle, authentic approach to securing clients. For some reason, many small business owners, when they hear the word sales or sales process, they immediately equate that to some sort of pushy, yucky, crappy, old-style, adversarial sales process. Nothing could be further from the truth. I'll develop with you a tailored approach that suits you, using a proven methodology and approach that allows you to fully and completely understand the client's needs and their unique situation and where they're at. That creates a situation where the client thinks, hang on a minute, this for the first time in a long time, this is actually a service provider that's taken the time to fully understand me and where I'm at. hey, okay, let's listen to what they got. That's a magic space to be in. That's why this converts so highly. And then, of course, how you present just the benefits of your product or service that match exactly with the problems that that client is having that's driving them crazy, and the goals and outcomes that they want to achieve when they have the problem fixed. So I teach you how to craft this. It's not pushy, it's not yucky, and it's not salesy, and it certainly ain't sleazy, so don't worry about that. It's highly effective, and of course it's highly time efficient. I spent many years in the field as a salesperson. Before I started my own businesses, I was employed as a business development manager, and so that was servicing existing clients and also going out and drumming up new business, and it was all face-to-face. It was before mobile phones existed. We used to have a damn pager on our hip to get communication back to the office, believe it or not, and it was very non-efficient to be driving around town between appointments, because you spend 45 minutes or an hour on an appointment, but you spend 45 minutes or an hour between appointments. And you can go like the Billy-O all day long and still really going to max 5 appointments. Whereas with this online and virtual scenario, when you do a Zoom meeting, people see that it's booked between 9 and 9:45. They know when it's going to end. And so you can control your day. And with this appointment setting approach, even the automated appointment setting approach, you could say, well, I want Tuesday to be my sales day, or Tuesday and Thursdays to be my sales day, and I'm going to do virtual meetings in the office, highly time efficient. I'm going to do 6 or 8 of those a day if you wanted to go to that level, and you'd fit all that in, right? Because you don't have to jump in the car and go all over the place. So I teach you how to craft that, and we'll practice it together. Because again, this will be a slightly new and different approach to sales that you've used before. Many small business owners have never been formally trained in sales, and they picked up bits and pieces from what they've seen in the field, and they're horrified and worried about not being like that yucky, crappy salesperson. Don't worry, I'll teach you the things that work and teach you how to communicate in sales in a way that you can be very, very proud of yourself in what you do. Okay, so what are the next steps? If you want to find out more about this approach, then simply below this comment strategy session. And what I'll do is we'll reach out through a private message, and I'll get in contact with you, and we'll set a time. And in that strategy session, what I'll do is discuss your business and your needs. Where do you want to get to? What's the impact that you're wanting to make? What's your vision for the future, your ideal scenario? We'll take a look at some of the things that are helping you and some of the things that are hindering you make that progress. And if I believe that this system, this approach to the types of public presentations, lead generation, appointment setting, and the virtual conversion meetings can help you get to where you want to get to, then I'll explain how we would work in a one-on-one method. If it appears to me that, hey, it's not the right fit, then I'm not going to push it, because you don't get 99% approval rating if you sell people into something that's not right for them. It's as simple as that. So I wanted to be fairly straight up and fairly genuine with you about that. So with what I've said in terms of you speaking up, standing out, and making a positive impact in your industry, building a fine reputation for yourself, but along the way getting a consistent flow of fresh new leads, and you being able to turn those fresh leads into paying clients. If that's exciting for you, put strategy session in the comments below. We'll get in contact and we'll further this discussion. Okay, hope that has been exciting for you. It's certainly exciting for me. Looking forward to talking to those of you who comment strategy session below this post, and we'll see you down the track somewhere. Okay, bye for now.